Previously on Survivor Trial by Fire, Matthew won individual immunity. Derek accused Thomas of throwing the challenge, and everyone thought that Thomas was becoming a strategic and physical threat. The alliance of Matthew, Thomas, Liz, and John tried to pull in Derek, and they wanted to target Caroline. On the other side of the tribe, Abrielle and Caroline began discussing Liz's threat level. Many players were scared of her potential idols, and Heather, Austin, Liliana, and Grant wanted to vote with Caroline and Abrielle. They agreed to use Thomas as a decoy vote. Austin, Grant, and Liliana went to Thomas, John, and Derek and told them about the new Liz plan. They jumped on board, and together, the six of them discussed where all of the idols were in the game. Austin and Abrielle fed the fake target to Liz, but told Matthew on the side that Liz was going home. Grant confirmed with Derek that Liz, his girlfriend, was truly the target, and the two made a final two deal. Matthew warned Liz about all of the votes coming against her, and at Tribal Council she used her shared immunity idol to cancel 9 votes against her. And Thomas was voted out, holding the other half of the shared idol.
So that was a very interesting tribal council. So throughout like the whole discussion process of who we're gonna vote off, it was between, from what I heard, Thomas and Liz, like in all actuality. So I voted for Liz because I knew that she had something that she could play and to like save herself, because going forward I want to work with her the most, and also John. I'm also looking to further like my relationships with Abriella, because I think she just has a very good social game, and same with Caroline. She's like a dark horse in this, and so I'm gonna try to like befriend them a little bit more and just see how it goes. And I'm really pumped, super excited to make it into the top 10. Okay, so I just want to like tell you how I voted, but I also like told you beforehand to use whatever you had to use.
Yes, and I had a feeling that something like that would be coming.
And the only thing is, I gave it to Thomas earlier, so I don't know if I can get that back.
I don't think so.
Oh shoot. Anyway, but I just want to let you know I did vote for you this time, but only because like I knew that you were safe. And just like if like the other people who were like trying to, because I feel like you and John are the people I trust most in this game thus far, and so like I want to continue our alliance.
Yeah.
If that works. But I just wanted to like let you know that I did vote for you, just like for like their perception.
Which is understandable.
Okay.
In regards to what I had.
Yeah.
So that's. So are you? Okay. So you gave your immunity to Thomas, the shared one.
Yeah.
I used it. It's a valid one.
Right. Oh, perfect. Sweet.
From what I heard, there was another person that we were targeting, and so I didn't think that many people would have been against me, which I guess I did have a really big target on my back just because I am very competitive, but I also think of like what Thomas did in blowing the last game, which is something that I'm totally against. So yeah, now I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do next, because I have that dismissal.
Okay.
I have a dismissal idol, so I think now it's going to be kind of strategizing, realizing that apparently I can't trust anyone, so I'm breaking records with votes. Not what I expected, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Holy shit! What the fuck? I really thought that would have worked with Liz, but obviously that happened. Which who played? I guess she played it. Damn it, how'd she know that we were almost doing her? Sorry, I'm ranting. Yeah, I really thought that would have worked. I kind of feel sorry because like, it's like, yeah, Liz like got like all of them, but like now like, kind of everyone just like is gonna get Liz next time. I don't know. I feel so bad for Thomas. Cause, I mean, but that's kind of like a cool way to go out, I guess. But it still sucks. But now I made an alliance with, Derek, about a final 2. So, hopefully that kind of works out. Cause I think that us two, like, are really, like, a strong, like, leader, I guess. And we can both probably make it, hopefully.
When they said what we should have spoken. We should. Thomas, like. Well, I mean, but that works. That works. Hey, those were 2 people.
Oh my God.
Needs to go hard.
Liz knows everybody is on her ass.
Listen.
Because I bet you it was her
Where did the
and
share idol
Matthew.
come from? I think it's Matthew.
Matthew.
Matthew was on. Well, he was on Pink. He didn't have.
It was the one where
fucking share
they
idol.
both fought for it.
It was the 2 top times.
Remember?
And
Yes.
like whoever uses his first, the idol, like
It might have been
idol.
her. Did she play for that?
Yeah.
It might have just been her. She
Yeah,
played
I think
for
she
it.
played it first.
But she looked really surprised, so I think someone else played it for her.
So I think it was Matt. And I don't want to trust Matt.
Because only 2 people voted for Thomas, and you can't vote for yourself, so it wasn't Liz.
It was literally-
And Matt was
I
the
think it
one
was
that
Matt.
went and took her
Because-
outside.
Right for that one
Because he
second.
said that we were coming inside. He said that we were coming inside, but then automatically
out.
thought that we were going to the garage.
Exactly.
Him and Liz came to me, and they were like, "Oh, what about this person? What about this person?" But they were really together.
Regardless.
Period. Regardless.
But that's what it was. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I was just sitting there sipping my Kool-Aid, like right before we voted. Those 2 went off, and I bet that's what
No,
happened.
because I knew somebody mentioned it to Matt in that bedroom.
Who played for the joint immunity?
But he played.
What
It was
team
all
was
of.
Who played?
It was Pink
Oh, it was
Part 2. All Pink Part 2 was like.
Yeah, Pink
that?
Part
Were
2.
either of them on Pink Panther?
Yes,
They
both
were.
of them.
They were.
They're the 2
Does that make sense? All right.
Exactly.
So the other one,
I
the other one
called
doesn't matter
it.
anymore. So she doesn't want to be now. We all know what's happening.
Yeah.
A very surprising trial there.
I
What
knew it
happened?
was going to go that direction. I knew it. It was too blatantly obvious that it was going to go Liz's direction. Everyone talked about it. Everyone said she's the strongest. She's the most competitive. She's the most like puzzle-wise. She was amazing. But like I just couldn't. It was too good to be true. And I was telling people, I was like, it's going to come down to Liz, Thomas, or Heather. And it wasn't going to be Liz, so I picked Thomas. So I was one of the 2 Thomas votes. And I was sitting there and I was like, well, what if someone votes against me? So I brought the whole plan to Liz. I said, this is what's going down. Let's vote it through. So Liz and I.
So you heard her name being thrown around the ring and you brought it to her.
Yeah.
So where do you think she got that immunity from?
She definitely got that from, oh man, Clyde. Definitely Clyde.
From Clyde?
Clyde, yeah. Either that or she won. It was that one or the one where 1 of 2 people play it, but I don't think it was that one. But I'm not certain. But yeah, the only one left is the one Heather has. So, they better not throw names around or Heather's gonna survive this next one. My head's on the chopping block. I pushed politics way too hard and I know it's coming.
All right, welcome top 10. 9 have fallen, but you still stand. Okay, here's how this challenge is going to work. Each of you is going to get a wooden pole. You have to keep one hand in the painted area. Notice. You will all get a Jenga brick. And you have to balance your brick on top of your pole, like so. The last person balancing their brick wins immunity. However, you have permission to swap each other's bricks.
Yes.
Okay.
I swear to God, you got
Okay, put your hand in the painted zone. Balance your brick.
Damn, that was right there. I was about to use the console.
And go. Let's do. Grant, be cool.
Look, Gabriel on the corner.
Happy.
Oh, no, Matt. Gabrielle, Derek, and Grant. Gabrielle,
I see you.
let's all do it at the same time.
Wait, do I have to hit it with my hand or can I take the block off?
Whatever you
Whoa!
I can get my foot up here if I watch out.
Yeah, don't do that in the water.
I see you. Literally ready.
Wet concrete.
Why y'all
the
being
chamber
up on me?
secret. Okay. I'll come up there.
This is so impressive. That's all I can say.
Honestly, yeah, I was on the first 2 seconds.
Gabrielle gives a warning hand. The hand of shade. Oh, the elbow. Grant, hiding in the background.
You got this.
Wow, this is good.
I don't even have to look.
Who is it? They started.
Ooh, the pole is
She said, let me go.
Oh, she uses the pole to our advantage.
I'll get wet.
She doesn't
I don't mind.
Not kidding. We got this.
I brought a change of clothes. I got to go.
You got immunity, share.
She's trying to push me. Is that allowed?
I was trying. But his arms were longer.
Yeah.
It was only a matter of time.
time.
Same thing?
That's what I
Run it
said. Y'all think just the same
I don't think there's a single item left.
No.
There can't be.
I didn't realize it was that bad. Okay, wait. I have a idol for this sentence. Give me 10 seconds. God damn it. Yes, you can.
People see me.
It's gonna be okay.
Damn, we really all got played, but the thing is, we were all in agreement.
Yeah.
We were, besides her, because you obviously can't vote for yourself, and one other person.
Yes. So it's just who had the who played the idol? Was it her or was it someone else? That's the only question.
Okay, I can answer that because I had the other half of the island, like it was like a shared
Oh.
immunity thing.
Yeah.
And so I'm fairly certain it was her because it certainly wasn't me because I had actually given it to Thomas like early on because I thought he was about to be voted out, but
Yeah.
he wasn't, and then he didn't play it.
Damn.
So
Okay.
and so that's
she-
dead anyway.
Was that her dismissal thing? No.
No. So here's the thing, you guys. If she does in fact have a dismissal thing, then if we all vote for her, then whoever she votes is the person.
So she could have 2.
No, it's not. So the dismissal idol can't be,
I don't
like
really know what it is.
I'm just thinking about the name. I'm thinking it dismisses another idol.
So like if
Oh,
somebody
that makes
plays an
sense.
idol, they could be like, JK.
Yeah, I don't think it's a save yourself. I mean, 'cause
Gotcha.
what would he be dismissing if it was a salvation idol? Okay, that would make sense. But
Okay,
dismissal-
that makes sense.
Hey.
Alright, well, I literally have no other ideas.
I mean, we obviously all agreed.
Yeah, we were filing in accordance with once, and then we got
And
all of
then
our votes
gone.
ripped up.
So
and
So we're not gonna hit a brick wall this time, is what you're saying?
is what it should
Hopefully.
be.
Is what should hopefully happen.
But we, like I said last time, we
But
were all
Lord
like,
knows,
dude,
yeah.
I was so embarrassed in my jaw. I was like,
I know.
On
Yeah,
I was
no,
like, can I
and
get
I
a
was
zoom
like,
in from the camera? Like,
I was
nothing
like-
to draw.
I was like, imagine being in a game and knowing that everybody wants you off besides yourself.
what's up? And one other.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like now the challenges are going to be super different than they were before. And so like,
It's gonna be
to
looking
win
at
the
different
challenges,
strategies.
Yeah.
Right, like it's inside.
The people who shine outside aren't necessarily gonna be the ones who shine now.
Yeah. I don't know.
What's his name? Matthew.
I mean, you still gotta think about that. Like, Derek won over me because he's bigger dude. His arms are longer. He could reach further. Like,
Yeah, I know you're right.
so like, it changes things a little bit, but not that much.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna come down more to like nitpicky skills than
I
like
think you're right, too.
who's the
Well, and
biggest,
it's gonna
strongest
change. It's
type
gonna
thing.
change
Yeah.
everything for every single time.
It's a very different angle than we were looking at before.
Yeah.
The strongest alliance right now is between John and Matthew.
Matthew.
I think you're right.
Because they were like friends
went to high school
before this.
together, yeah.
Oh, really?
So So I think just
I think
getting
also
one of
from a
them-
competitive standpoint too.
Yeah.
right,
They're
right.
very
But
aligned.
also like
So-
Also,
so
Heather
getting one of
and
them.
Austin are really
Yes,
tight.
agreed.
Yeah.
So,
And
So I think-
because they were like that because those two and Morgan were
Yeah,
like really
right,
tight
right.
before Morgan got booted.
yeah.
And I know that they've stuck together this whole time. So at this point, it's just like duos.
I think our best
I don't have a
option-
duo. I figured that much out, so.
I think our best is just John, either John or Matthew.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I'll go down to talk to her just because like we've had like a.
Of course, I go and talk to her, cause that's the one. Cause he says he voted for Thomas this past round, but I swear it was for Liz. Cause he was the. Yes.
Yeah, he was
Cause he had
Matthew
to.
voted for
Yeah.
Yeah,
Had to.
and played it.
So I know he has a soft heart, so I know he wouldn't get vote against Liz.
Well, here's the
Right.
thing.
Oh, wait.
Him and Liz came up to me, like just then, talking to me, trying to figure out what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
And I was trying to figure out what they were gonna do. And I was talking to Matt one-on-one, and he was like, I would feel really bad voting her off.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think I could.
Derek called that.
And I was
getting
like,
soft hearts,
I get
can't
that.
do
Like, that's
Yeah.
So I feel like.
And then, like, yeah, you know.
I feel like we vote Liz off because she's the one that like we wanted off originally, and then the fact that Matt's willing to lie to save her, which you're off to next.
I mean, like, I feel like it could have been her that played it, and she just acted really surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually her that had the idol and she played it.
Right.
And then that would mean that she still has that other one, the dismissal.
Yeah.
But if we found out that Matt was lying for her, like,
I'm
I'm
gonna try
sorry,
to
bro,
find
but
out
like, you
because
gotta go.
I think Matt will tell me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so. So I'm gonna. But if
Also,
he tells
we
me,
were
I'll let you
talking-
guys know.
Yeah. Also, we were talking about Matt and John. I think there are two. They're
Yeah.
most like
They're
this.
for-
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
a-
definitely.
And you
So
can't
getting one
have
of
a
them
duo go
out,
that far.
that would like cancel out the other one. Sorry.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible, but
No, you gotta.
Yeah, so like
Gotta
those
put the
three like our
alliances.
next.
I don't think there's an idol to play, but in the chance there is, should we split the vote?
Between Matt and Liz.
Yeah.
What did we ever figure? Did Heather ever come out with that Excel?
Oh, I was supposed to bring that up.
I
I still
don't
know.
know.
She's
I
very.
walked in and was
Okay,
like,
don't leave. I'm gonna keep talking.
I don't think she.
I
I
know.
think she has it. She has to. Taylor would not have made it that easy to find in one go. If anything, it was a clue to one, which she may or may not have found.
Well, this is what she said. So she was telling us about it. She was telling us about
Yeah,
it.
she's telling
you're
OG
right, too.
Pink
Yeah, so
about it.
and OG Pink, she was like, yeah, they were so clues, they were hard though. And then I was bored, so I'm like, she I damn well knows she didn't look for it for a little bit and gave up. She found it, and then she was bored because there was nothing else to do. Sit down.
I mean, I think Taylor would have made him really hard. Oh, in that last immunity challenge, she went at it hard.
Oh my gosh, she came out and noticed
Right out of the gate, she was like boom, boom, boom. I was like, gonna stay over here, away from that. But I mean, if y'all are gonna run it back, do Liz again, and then take it from
I think
there.
that's what everybody's gonna do.
I think that's what the game plan is.
It has to be.
And
Has to.
let's say Heather does have an idol, she's not gonna play for Liz.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think we're good.
And then as the numbers drop, she's not gonna be able to use it if the numbers drop. So.
Yeah, like Derek has immunity. Yeah, he's good. Gabriel has been surprisingly good at comps.
Yeah, she's really good.
Like
I'm a little worried, like
maybe not so physical, like that she keeps saying, but she's good at winning, even if she's not so
yeah,
physical.
I'm a little worried when it comes down to like just the little people. I feel like she's gonna make it.
And I think like she's also someone people will vote for.
I also think moving forward, just to keep in mind, like Derek because I feel like he is a pretty strong player.
You know, if he didn't have that thing around his neck right now,
I would say for sure.
he's good. He's safe. So, and then we have.
I feel like Austin's kept like a pretty like low profile throughout this whole thing, so I think he's trying to like fly under the radar.
Has he won anything?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
No.
Getting very middle ground the whole time.
Right. Those people scare me.
But it's like no, but it's like at the end, like, are you actually middle ground or have you been playing middle ground?
Right.
You know what I mean? Grant as well has been
Yeah, I can
pretty
see
middle.
Grant and Austin.
Yeah, they're in the same boat, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like they could
just-
team up.
That's another thing about like alliances at this point because people might be breaking up.
How do you feel about this whole OG pig thing? Because like now that Matt did this, I feel like we're kind of doing the whole every man for himself. Like, yeah, I like the whole idea of the
Oh yeah.
like.
I mean,
and
as you saw the last round, it looked like Grant was cool with me getting by.
Grant's been really cool with me too.
Same.
Like, I trust him. Now that I'm kind of fishy about Matt. Like, I'm really appreciative of like what he did earlier, but like this whole thing with him and Liz, I'm not sure. And who's else? Oh, Heather. I don't trust Heather. With that whole exile thing. So I was just wondering, like, where's your head at? Like, are you still kind of playing for yourself, or do you still trust the whole OG?
I guess the thing is, I trust certain aspects of it. I'm not trying to put myself. Oh, I think that's good. I'm not trying to put myself out on a weak branch.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying I was weak, but like, I still trust it for the most part. But Grant's very well showed it in this last challenge. I'm not saying you haven't. I'm just saying like.
No, for sure. I
just
totally
know that
understand.
like I mostly I want to trust you. It's just like you haven't really voted against me, so I really don't have another reason to not distrust you. So for the most part, yeah, I mean I trust you.
Yeah. I was just wondering, because like part of me is just kind of questioning it. I'm like, again, I'm like you, I like certain aspects of it, but like I feel like I'm gonna stick with certain people, especially when this whole thing went down. So I'm just trying to see where everyone's head's at. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Are you on it?
Yeah.
It's really hard to find.
It was so hard to talk downstairs. Oh my god.
I know.
It sounds
Yeah, we're like,
But I think she knows.
it was so bad. I know. She was quiet the whole time. And I was like, poor thing.
I don't know.
Going.
I think she totally knows it's coming. I think she totally knows it's coming.
Yeah, and that's why she's not talking.
Because you know, there's no way she's gonna get everyone to turn on someone else.
Yeah, I mean everybody was already voted for Liz, so she knows. Like, there's nothing.
Are you worried she might have another idol for her immunity?
She has something. Like
She has to have something because the idol she just used was the one she shared with Matt,
She used
and she also got given one by Clyde before he was voted out. But it's
Okay,
called
is
a
that the same?
dismissal
No, it's not the
idol,
same.
and we don't know what the dismissal idol is.
I just want to know who told Liz that we were all voting for her?
Matthew.
Matthew.
We're positive.
100%.
Yes, because he knew we were going down there, and then he was like, "Liz, you want to go outside?" And then he went outside, and he came back in, and he said, "Oh, I thought we were supposed to go to the garage." And I was like, "You were the one that just told me we were standing here." Like, no, we're not going to the garage.
I have a feeling I'm getting voted off this round.
Yes.
I know that's a definite.
Nearly everyone is.
Everyone's agreed on that. I'm aware of that. I'm gonna use my idol.
So have people been talking about my name?
You and John for sure. You, John, and Derek were the ones that I heard a lot of. Just because they see, like, they know you and John have an alliance.
Do you know like who was saying my name in particular, just so like I'm aware of it?
Yeah, I know Aubrey, Grant, Caroline. I know those two for sure through like both of y'all.
Okay.
And I don't know anyone else for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised like if it's a consideration for other people.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to start thinking about next time.
Yeah.
Because if this one's such a slam dunk,
Everybody's thinking about about John and Matt because they're best friends.
I forget that Matt's so good because he's so nice. His fucking giggle, like, literally cancels out all threat. I'm like, please laugh at me.
He said he voted for Liz to go.
Yeah.
And there's no way that's true.
I know.
Because he told me, he said, because Liz and him were talking to me right here, And Liz left, and I was talking to him one-on-one, and I was trying to give it to him straight up. I was like, it sounds like majority's going Liz. I'm just letting you know, so you're not going to be left out. And he ran and told her, so like, I'm not telling him anything anymore. And so I think that this time it's going to be Liz, and then next time it's going to be either John or Matt, because they're a duo.
I forgot
They're
about
best
that. Yeah.
friends, and I didn't know that.
Damn.
It is time for yet another tribal council. Someone else has to go on the jury. Derek. Last round was a big tribal council. What's it like to have immunity following such a massive shockwave?
It's kind of pointless at this point. No offense.
Yeah.
We just had what 9 votes in Liz's favor, and now I have this, but literally Liz just had 9 votes, so I don't really feel nervous.
Yeah, let's point it back to Liz. Liz, literally everyone but one other person voted for you last time.
Very shocking.
So how do you recover from that? What does that even look like?
I think the thing is it's really hard to do after that. So it's just trying to do whatever you can at this point to either stay in or help as much as you can while you're still here.
Abrielle, how much of it is seeing Liz as a potential open ally? Like seeing someone who was, like clearly everyone was against her at one point. How much is that coming into play?
I mean, I think at this point in the game, with only so many of us left, everybody's an open ally.
Okay.
Everybody's an option for pretty much everybody else, because when it comes to strategizing, I see everybody going to a ton of different people.
And Matthew. So after someone was sent home with just 2 votes, what do you do to avoid being voted for at all in case that situation does happen?
I don't know. I'm just trying to talk to everyone, see how everyone's feeling, and just be my best self here. So.
All right. And with that, it is time to vote.
I would like to be dismissed from tribal council.
Okay. Let me see. All right. So Liz plays the dismissal idol that she received from Clyde. So here are the rules of this idol. Play this idol before it is time to vote. Whoever you play it on will be asked to leave tribal council immediately. They cannot be voted out, but they also cannot vote. So that means you're not part of this tribal council anymore. You're in the next round, so just go above the garage while we finish up here. Okay, so that means Liz is immune and cannot be voted out. So with that, it is time to vote. Abrielle, you're first.
It's okay. We have a backup plan.
That changed a lot, everything, but thank God I had that one conversation with everyone that said that we think Matt is doing it with her, because he has a really big heart and stuff. So I think that he is the one giving her all this stuff and trying to save her. I don't know why. So hopefully they think that the next option is Matt.
God, Liz, girl, you're killing us.
One more idol out the game.
Oh, don't you have one?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts about that?
Yes, I'm like, fuck. So that's what I thought. That's what I only thought I've had all day. Damn. So, I had a backup plan. I don't know if other people's backup plan is me, because my name has been brought up, and so I don't know if this tribal council is I think it's still too early to play my idol, but then if I'm blindsided, then I'm just fucked and it's wasted.
My name and John's name was being thrown out a whole lot. So I have a nice little feeling that it might be me, just because I was isolated from everyone whenever I was talking to Liz, and John wasn't, and so obviously I'm gonna say John's name in front of John.
God, wow, there's a whole fucking crowd out there.
Austin!
Oh my God, you always ask me what I think, and I have a lot to think right now.
Alright.
Okay, so, oh my God. I don't hate her as a person, I'm sure she's wonderful. But fucking bitch! Literally, she knows we're coming for her. She's gonna get it eventually. I think now she's just building up anger. We all definitely want her out. Definitely do, no doubt about it. We were all fucking pissed. Whenever she got up at that skull, I was like, I know damn well. So yeah, that's my thoughts. So since we can't take out her, I mean, we might as well take out her little best friend. So.
Oh my gosh, Derek, what is up? Okay, so what's changing after that big idol play?
This one just now, I'm getting off scot-free. It's awesome.
Explain that.
Matt didn't vote for Thomas. I voted for Thomas. So now Matt's getting the blunt brunt for it, and I'm walking away scot-free. So that feels great. Also, he took my chair. Matthew did. That's what.
So it seems like she's cornered. What's your plan for whenever or if ever y'all ever eventually get her out? What happens then?
Yeah, I think that definitely like new party lines are gonna be drawn then, because up to this point, like there's been some distinct alliances, and I think now those are kind of starting to get like picked off one by one. But I think there's some very strategic players left in the game, and so I think that it'll definitely have to be like a reassessment of what everyone else is doing until like for me to decide kind of what I think I should do.
Before I read the votes, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Alright. I'll read the votes. First vote. Matthew. That's one vote, Matthew. Next vote. John. One vote, John. One vote, Matthew. Next vote. Liliana. One vote, Matthew. One vote, John. One vote, Liliana. Next vote. Matthew. Two votes, Matthew. One vote, John. One vote, Liliana. Next vote. Matthew. That's 3 votes, Matthew. One vote, John. One vote, Liliana. Next vote. Matthew. That's 4 votes, Matthew. One vote, John. One vote, Liliana. Next vote. The person voted out of Survivor Trial by Fire is Matthew. Sorry, Matthew, we have to point that out. Alright, Matthew. I'm sorry, but the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
You'll come with me.